Have you dreamed about opening a boutique since childhood? Maybe you have a store, but now you're ready to expand. Well, guess what? You're in exactly the place where you're meant to be. Welcome to the Boost Your Boutique podcast, hosted by Emily Benson, retail boutique consultant, best-selling author, and a motivational speaker. In this podcast, you'll learn how to manage your boutique better, have balance in your life, and learn from experts who care. So whether you've been in the business for decades or you're just getting started, it's important to get help from someone who's been there and someone who's going to coach you along the way. So head over to boostyourboutique.com to learn more today. And now, here's Emily.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Boost Your Boutique podcast with me, your host and BFF, Emily Benson. This topic is another one that I'm really passionate about. And I feel like as I develop this podcast, I'm just touching on all these topics that are really resonating with me and they're resonating with you. I'm getting the coolest feedback from you listeners about what you're loving and that this podcast is really helping you shift the way you think, get you more excited about going to your boutique every day, and wow, that makes me super happy. So thanks for listening. Why is your boutique not growing? Good question, right? I have 3 main topics to talk about today around the idea of why your boutique is not growing. And these hit very close to home for me, to be very honest, because these were things that I struggled with. These were things that I feel like if I had in my boutique business, I might not be here right now. You know, one of my missions as a boutique coach and consultant is to help you prevent the things that I did wrong and to show you that there's a different way to do things. Now that I've kind of come full circle, I see it so clearly and I'm laughing because I didn't see it so clearly for so long. But that's why I'm here. I'm here to share with you my experiences and also share with you my solutions. I've spent a lot of time, a lot of money on learning what I was missing, learning why I lost interest in my boutique, because frankly, I did kind of lose interest in running my boutique. Now, who knows if that was because I had been in retail for a long time or if I just truly didn't love my business anymore. You know that saying, it takes a village to raise a child? Well, it takes a village to raise a business. And so many boutique owners are out there on their own. Maybe you are. Maybe you're all by yourself. Maybe you've been doing this for a long time and you've had mentors come in and out, or you've had other business owners who you've been able to talk to, but perhaps they haven't really provided the support that you needed. I think this is why I create communities. This is why I have my Facebook group called the Fashion Truck Tribe. I really so truly want women to have a place to come to feel like they have the support that they need and not feel like they're lonely in their store all day. Especially if you have a brick and mortar store or maybe even an e-commerce store, you're alone a lot. I remember when I would go out to dinner with my boyfriend, he'd be like, wow, you're like talking so much. And I'd say, well, yeah, I was like alone most of the day. I used to devour podcasts. I used to, crave talking to people some days because, as you know, in retail, there are some days where you just don't have people come in your store. Especially in mobile retail, you're driving a lot. I remember there'd be days I'd be on the road for 3 to 4 hours. And I was just alone. So if you don't have a mentor, a community, any kind of support system that can, again, really help you with your business. Like we all know that family's supportive. We all know that spouses and kids and the whole 9 yards, everyone's supportive. But To really relate to other people that are in your shoes, that have been in your shoes, it's a totally different feeling. I'd love to encourage you to obviously join my Facebook group called the Fashion Truck Tribe, or like my business page, Stylish and Successful. There's a lot of great boutique owners on there. There's a lot of great conversation happening on there. And you may find an accountability partner. You may find someone who's near you who perhaps you can meet up with. Some of this does take you reaching out and saying, hey, I need help. Hey, I need support. And then, of course, if you're looking for a mentor or maybe a local community group, write down what you need from them. That's always where I start, is what is the intention for this support? What do you need help with? And even if it's just like, I need camaraderie, or I need someone to complain about the crazy customers with, that's totally cool. Write that down as your intention. When we set intentions in our lives, it's such a great, wonderful way to bring the exact things that we want into our lives. I would suggest taking 5 or 10 minutes and writing down on a piece of paper, my intention for finding a support community is what? Write it down. What do you need? I think as women, we don't want to ask for help because we're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be tough. Especially if we start a business. I mean, darn, we're like really tough. Asking for help can be so hard. It can sometimes also feel like maybe we're failing or something's wrong with us. But what I know about women is that we love community. We love talking things out. There's no negative reason for you to want help, want a community, want a mentor that's going to feel like someone's on your side, that someone understands you. There is nothing wrong or bad about that. I really wish I had found the business coach I worked with in year 4.5. I wish I had found her like in year 2 or 3. I think that my life would maybe not be where it is. However, I do believe in the universe guiding us on our path. So I know I'm here for a reason. I highly encourage you to figure out how to get the support you need if you're feeling lonely, if you feel like you need support. That brings us to investing in your own personal development. We as business owners get so caught up in running our business, and we forget a lot of the times that we are the reason our business is so successful or not. I found that the more personal development work I do, the more my business grows. At the time I decided to close the fashion truck and my brick and mortar store, I was in a very different place. I hadn't been doing personal development work. I hadn't been focusing on my own self-care. I kind of stopped growing, literally, exactly what this podcast is about. I find that unless you come from a culture or a family where personal development is important, you don't make it a priority. But as a business owner, you have to understand that if you fall apart, your business will fall apart. But we've got to prevent you falling apart. We've got to prevent any negative stuff that could happen to you. And personal development is the easiest way to do that. So you're probably saying, like, what is personal development? What is she talking about? Personal development is a whole area of study that's kind of exploding right now. You probably see some random friends becoming like life coaches or signing up to go to a Tony Robbins event. Maybe you've watched the Tony Robbins documentary on Netflix. This is all personal development. This is saying, I'm going to look at my life. I'm going to decide what is making me happiest, what's not, and I'm going to bring more joy and happiness into my life. That's personally the way I define personal development. It's really about growing and learning more, no matter what that is. So whether it's spirituality, whether it's business, whether it's social media, whatever you can learn more about to grow yourself or grow your business, I consider personal development. The big hurdle with personal development is it obviously takes time and it obviously takes money. However, what I've learned is that the time I invest and the money that I invest, I always get back. Whether it's through feeling better, whether it's through making different decisions for my life, or whether it's relating to people around me in a more holistic way. A lot of times you can tell when someone hasn't done personal development because they have a really short temper or they're unhappy with their lives, they complain a lot. This is someone who really needs to dig in and see what's going on. As many of my own personal development teachers have said, we're here in this life to have joy. We're here to live a joyful life. We're not here to fix anything. We're not here to prove ourselves. We're not here for any other purpose other than to have joy in our daily lives. So if your boutique is at a point where it's not bringing you joy every day, it might be time to check in with yourself and do some personal development. What do you need to do in your business that will bring you more joy? Do you need more days off? Do you need to hire an employee? Do you need to start carrying baby clothes because you had a baby and you're excited about baby stuff? What is it that's going to bring you joy? I find so many women don't do this. They're like, I haven't had a vacation in 5 years. And it's like, well, that sucks. You need a vacation. I hate the people that are like, if you work harder, you'll make more money and working harder is so good. Like, no, it's not. It's not good. You should be working less and less as you grow your business. And if that's not something that's happening for you, then please consider investing your time and money into some personal development so you can get your priorities in line with what brings you joy. And inevitably, when you have more joy in your life, you will make more money. So if that's what you're worried about, stop. I'll tell you right now, the happier you are, the more money you make. Just don't question it. So investing your time and money also means you've got to invest some time and money in systems. This is really the last step to why your boutique isn't growing. It's because you haven't put systems into place that make your life easier. Perhaps you're like counting all your inventory by hand. Maybe you're tallying your sales at the end of the week in an Excel spreadsheet. Maybe you don't even have a POS system that functions properly. These are all things that are just going to really stagnate your growth. I can sit here all day and talk about how being happier will make you more money. My logical brain will say, you know what? If we also look at your data, there's also more money to be made in there too. There has not been a client gone by that I haven't dug into their numbers and found more money to be made. Literally every single person that comes to me, I'm like, wait, let's look at your numbers. And I always find more money, whether it's margins or turning inventory faster or discounts. There's always money in your numbers. And if you don't know how to read that, or you don't have a system to be able to calculate those numbers, spit them out and read them, that's where you've got to invest some time and money. Again, do you need a POS system? Do you need a day out of every month where you do your accounting and you look at your sales, you look at your inventory, you calculate your sell-through, and you understand what the heck is going on in your boutique? That needs to happen. Honestly, there's way too many boutique owners out there that are saying to me, oh, I'm selling out of that, or oh, that's not selling well. I don't need to know that. I want to know your numbers. What does it mean to not sell well? What does it mean to sell out? And if you're selling out or something's not selling well, then what the heck are you doing about it? Part of being a boutique owner means that you are a merchant. And a merchant's number one job, and you'll hear this from anyone who's an old school merchant, because I've worked for a lot of them, your number one job as a merchant is to maximize what's working and minimize what's not. So how the heck do you know how to do that if you don't know your numbers? You don't. Is the answer. You don't know how to do it. What do you need to do systemically in your business to help you make smarter decisions? These decisions are what honestly is going to make or break your business. I can say, oh, it's not going to help you grow, but actually, if you don't know your numbers, it could put you out of business. And again, I find this is the case in a lot of boutiques situations that I work with. And we, of course, fix and correct that. Develop systems that help you understand your numbers, help your business work better, and get you to that next level in your business. Whether it means you go from making $50,000 a year in revenue to 100, whether it's 100 to 500, whether it's 500 to $1 million or $2 million. What is your big goal? What's the long game here? Why are you doing this? That's the big question to ask. And that's what I'll wrap up on here. The big question to ask yourself and why your boutique isn't growing is, what is your goal with this boutique? What do you want out of it? Truly, I want to know from you, what do you want from your boutique? Is this just something you're enjoying? Is it a hobby? Cool, great. Is this something that you want to make $10 million on? Cool, great. How do we get you there? Whatever you want your boutique to be in your life, I will fully support that. But we have to have systems in place to help you do that. So whatever that means for you, it's going to be different for everyone listening. But I hope for you that you find the systems, you find the personal development, and you find the support that you need to help your boutique grow. And of course, I will go ahead and offer myself up for all of this kind of stuff. If you need help finding good personal development resources, let me know. If you need to find a great community, let me know. If you are wondering what systems work best or where you need to add systems, let me know. You can always find me on my Facebook page at Stylish and Successful, or you can always shoot me an email. We just opened a new email. It's hello@stylishandsuccessful.com, and we will get back to you. My team is diligently working on answering all the emails that we keep getting. So if it takes a day or two, please know that we see it and we're getting back to you. The number one reason that I'm doing all of what I do right now, what I've dedicated this part of my life to, is to making sure that boutiques thrive, not just survive, not just make it. Oh, we're making it. No. I want you to have all that you want. I want you to have a thriving business where you make a lot of money, you have amazing customers, your life is easy, you go on vacation, you have a great relationship, all of it. I want all of it for you, okay? So if anyone wondered why I was doing this podcast, what I'm doing with my life, I really, truly believe that boutiques in the United States are on the upswing. And if you're not, then rewind this podcast, re-listen to this, and see where you are missing. Because I guarantee you there's somewhere in this podcast that you can take a nugget out and expand on that to grow your business. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Here's to making lots of friends and making lots of money.
Did you love this episode as much as I did? Head over to iTunes and rate and review the Boost Your Boutique podcast so more amazing and creative boutique owners like you can find out about it. And don't forget, head over to boostyourboutique.com to learn more.